This is my Lexus IS250. We recently picked this car up just a few days ago and the paint was in terrible condition with swirl marks, scratches, and just needed attention. So in today's video, we're going to completely bring it back to life. Completely restore the paint, take my IS250 out to one of my favorite mountain pass roads, and take a much further look into the car, whether the IS250 is a hidden gem or a car that's best left overlooked. Alright, good morning guys, welcome back to the video. So we have a pretty exciting one today. So we recently just picked up this Lexus IS250. It's a 2011 Prestige. We got it for a really great deal, but we have to restore the paint. I've washed the car, but before it, honestly it looked like the owner has left the car outside under a tree for what was like 2 years. I'll put up some clips for you to show you how it was. But we gave it a quick wash and we did the best we can with polishing the headlights. But today we're going to be doing a full wet sand, cut back and polish on the headlights. We're going to be doing a cut and compound, clay bar, cut, compound polish, ceramic coat, the actual paint. It looks pretty good at the moment because just on the camera it looks great, but when you get closer there's a lot of swirl marks, and you guys will be familiar with a car that's black in the sun. It's so noticeable. But today we're going to be doing a massive before and after for the paint, which I can't wait, and a full POV drive, mountain pass POV drive review of how the car feels, if it's a good luxury car, if it's a good entry car for you, if it's a good first car for you, or if it's just even a good car to buy in general. You know, visually I think it's a very nice looking car, but we'll get into, you know, the power, the suspension, the interior, the drive, the space. We'll get into all of that in today's video. But first we have to tackle the bad paint on the car. There's a few imperfections, of course. It's not a brand new car, but today we'll try and make it look as perfect as we can. We'll see if we can touch this part up the best we can. We might be able to, because it looks be able to just buff all this out, because a lot of it, majority of it looks like it was scraped onto a wall. Other than that, it's a super clean example. I can't believe we got it for what we bought it for. Everything inside's clean. We just have to clean the carpet mats. Again, it was a lot dirtier than what you guys are seeing right now. I will show you guys the clips of how the car was before. The headlights, you couldn't even see them. There was just so much grit and dirt all over the car, especially on the roof. I'll show you guys the kilometers, because this is one of the biggest reasons why I bought the car. Is 126,000 genuine kilometers. We have 2 keys with the car, full logbook history, sat nav, heated seats, you know, the whole lot. Before we go jumping into the full review, we need to really tackle the paint issue. It's been bugging me for the longest time. So we'll head back into the garage and I'll show you guys step by step what we're going to be doing to restore the paint of this neglected IS250. See it here, it's pretty bad. Like all those little swirl marks around the back, there's a bit of bird drop residue. Look at all that swirl mark is absolutely insane. So you just can imagine when the sun hits it directly, it just looks like just swirl, and that bugs me so much. So we're going to be fixing that today. Give it a rinse and wash, clay bar, cut back, polish, ceramic coat. 5 steps. That's going to honestly probably take me 8 hours. So the boring part is all done. We've washed the car, we've clay barred it, everything all over the car. We went over with the clay bar, everything's all smooth now. And it's ready for our polish gun. We are using a 3D one, so it's a hybrid. It's a cutting compound and a polish into one, just because the car, I mean, there's no actual fading on the paint, so we don't need anything aggressive, to be honest. We're just doing a hybrid, something a bit soft. One, the scratches are only light, the shine's still here. This is going to be more than enough to just get rid of all those light scratches going through the whole car. Let's get jamming. But let me show you a before and after. So this is before. You can already see the dullness in this side. There's almost a line here, darker, grayer along here. You can see a lot of the lighter scratches through here. And that's the side I have buffed, and it just looks, the reflection's insane. I'll show you guys the swirl marks. So that's the swirl marks and everything on the side that I haven't touched, and a lot of the scratches. And then we come to the side that I have, and you can see even the reflection of my hand and the metallic paint a lot better. Like, you can even see me like a mirror. It's actually insane, the comparison of the two. So side I haven't touched, it's almost matte. You can see the difference now. See how like the grayness, all those light scratches, and then yeah. Now we're going to go for our ceramic coat it, and then we can finally go to sleep, because I've been down here from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. But we're up to our ceramic coating step and our final step before we can go take it out for our POV mountain pass drive. And done. I'm super tired. It's like 11 p.m. I've been going for about, I don't know, 10 hours, but the IS250 looks so good. You can see the reflection as well, just from here. E36 desperately needs a detail after doing the IS250, but man, this thing turned out so nice. It just looks 10 times, 100 times probably better. Looks so good now with the refreshed headlights, freshly ceramic coated paint. Look at the gloss on the car, just absolutely crazy. All right, welcome back, guys. So we're at the top of the mountain with the IS250. After we gave it a full 12-hour cut back and polish and detail, the car looks absolutely perfect now. We managed to get rid of the actual scrape on the arch here. And the biggest reason why we're out here today on top of the mountain pass is we're going to give it a full POV drive down the mountain pass, see how the car feels in today's standards. If an IS250 2011 is still valid today. Again, we'll give a car a full walk around and a review of the exterior, go through the interior, power, and the actual drive. The exterior of the car, absolutely love. I think it's an endless and timeless shape. I really like how you have the smaller rear end and a nice slope here. It's a very nice sporty luxury look, and I really like that this model or this specific series has a smaller front grille. I really like this headlight shape and the bonnet shape and just overall of how the car looks. And you can't tell me this standard body kit isn't nice as well. I think if you were to just go along the modifying side of it, if you just to lower it and do some wider wheels, honestly I would be happy with that. The looks still stand up to today. I think they look very nice. I actually prefer them slightly over the newer shapes, just because the new ones are pretty aggressive. This one still has that classic 2000s shape to it too, so you really see that, especially in the interior and the way that the car was designed, and it just feels like it has a lot of soul and thought put into it too. And it was very much its own, and it was a biggest difference to the Lexus shape since the IS200. I think they do a great job, and I really like how the car looks. There's massive aftermarket support for this car too, so you can really make them look nice and aggressive, but I think just the way the car is right now is pretty perfect. So jumping into the interior, we'll give it a quick start. Initial response, the visibility is amazing. The steering wheel is actually such a perfect size. I really like the steering wheel and the circular shape and the way the leather feels in your hand. It's a nice soft feel. The paddles are in a perfect position. The rev gauge and everything here looks very nice. Actually, we got some, we picked this one up at very low kilometers. You have your speed here, you have your RPMs here, you have your gear position and everything up here too, which is cool, which when we go for a POV drive, I'll shows you exactly all our gears. But the steering wheel is simple and it's all you need. There's not excessive safety features or anything beeping at you. It's exactly all you need, to be honest. This is really, really what I like about it. And everything is in reach. So you have your sat nav, you have all your displays, everything's dial. I guess the only downside of this is the fact that the Bluetooth music on this model doesn't work. It has wireless phone calls, which you can do from here, but there's no actual wireless Bluetooth music. The speakers are very good. It has a good amount of speakers. The interior, the dash design is very nice, sleek. Nothing's in your face or beeping at you, or there's no pop-ups as well, which I very much like. Coming down here, you still have your heated seats, which is very good, especially right now in winter. In the mornings too, so right now it's around like 10 a.m, 9:30 a.m. So you can imagine it gets pretty cold, so when you just wake up in the morning, chuck the heated seats on, honestly it's perfect. All your features here are just super nice and usable. Your gear shifter, which is cool. I like the fact that you have the option to go up and down gears through here, or the paddle shift is here too, which is in a very nice position too. It's very natural, so my fingers are just like, so my hand will lay here and my fingers will just be here, and it's a very natural position and it feels very good to use. And that's where you see Lexus's sport heritage coming to display in their cars too, with the paddle shifter position, the fact that you can use the actual up and down shifter to change gears as well. And it's just nice. It's user friendly. It feels fun to drive. There's an actual shift light when we go to change gears. So coming into the interior, to the back seats, you get these nice bucketed rear seats as well. Rear air vents, power windows, and a good seating position as well. All right, so let's go for our first pass through the mountain pass as well, a bit of a POV drive, and talk about how the car actually feels. And this is what I was talking about, the gear position. So this is pretty cool. So even if we go into sports mode, we can see what gear position we are in, and we're going to be in as well, which is pretty cool. I mean, you have different displays, but I think for now we will keep it at that. One giveaway before we head off is the mirrors are a little bit bigger than I expected, but it's nice. It's just when you come up to a roundabout, you just can't see a few things, that's all. But yeah, let's go for our first actual proper POV drive and impression as well. But straight off the bat, it is a 2.5 liter V6, which is very smooth, and these cars were always built to be smooth, but even especially through here, it's just very nice. You definitely do feel the weight. It's about 1,500 kilograms, but honestly it's nothing too crazy. It still feels light and nimble and sporty. Again, this is what I was talking about with the shifters. They feel good in your hand position, and the steering wheel just feels sporty. So the car still moves around pretty nicely in my opinion. Sitting position, driving position, the actual seat still feels pretty good and sporty for a luxury car, which is a nice feedback to be in, a nice place to be in. And completely stock tires, stock rims. There's nothing really modified on this car. It's just completely OEM straight out the box. Car feels very smooth, feels nice, it feels direct. We try to go a little bit harder, see if we can push the car a little bit more. Cool thing is this one has a reverse camera, which is a plus, and that's honestly all I want from a car, is a reverse camera and Apple CarPlay. That's literally it. But unfortunately this doesn't have the wireless Bluetooth music, but it has a lot of things else going for it. Good first car, or it's even if it's a car that you want to have, but you don't want that aggressive sports car life with the stiff suspension, and you know, you're just not into that really, and you want something a bit more VIP. I guess that's what it is. It's exactly a VIP type of car, and that's why the whole VIP builds are a thing. And I think the Lexus IS250 is 100 hands down, it's what it's for, right? So it's, if you like things like that, just lowering it down a little bit, BBS wheels, it's perfect for that. The IS250 at least. I think it's more of a look car mixed with something that's still fun, and I think that's what this car does perfectly. It's a perfect car that, you know, you just want to also just buy and enjoy without having the headaches of things breaking on you, blowing up on you. And it's a very reliable car. So this is at 126,000 kilometers. I've seen examples upwards to 100, 250, sometimes even 300,000 kilometers, and they swear by them. Very reliable cars, and honestly, I agree. I mean, just coming back, just giving the way that the car just feels great. It's 126,000 kilometers. This car has zero issues, zero squeaks, zero cabin sounds, zero rattling in the actual interior, and honestly, it's just a great place to be in. Bit of body roll there, but I think we handled it pretty well. A little bit of understeer in the tire. You definitely do feel the weight a bit more going down the mountain for sure. But it's still pretty fun. Still pretty fun. The front feels very direct. Coming out. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice and pointy. Suspension side is on the softer side. I feel like if we had a little bit wider tires, a bit more stickier tires than these probably eco tires, it would probably do a lot better. But I think straight out of the box for what the car is, again, it's a fun car. It's a fun luxury car that you can still do this with, as long as you know you're a little bit aware of the limitations of the car and how to use the weight of the car. And I think that's pretty perfect. I think you'll be fine. By the way that the shift feels, the way that the power delivers, really handle these roads like they were just paved just recently. It's one of those cars that, you know, I just want to leave as it is because it's so comfortable. This will be the perfect daily if you're into cars as well. We caught up to all the Hondas, DC2, DC5, and they're just going for a nice Saturday drive. Going over the verdict again, the car is a fun, sporty car that's also luxury, and it's a nice in between. It has good amount of, again, aftermarket parts. What I mean by that is suspension, wheels, bumpers, headlights. So if it's a new car for you and you like customizing your car, you're not too fussed about the overall performance of it, this car is perfect for that, because it has a lot of parts that you can buy for it and just make it your own personal type of car. I know you can do a lot of facelift headlights, new gen front bumper bars, LED rear lights, and just all that as well. Wanting to go out for long drives really just makes a car something that you remember, you know. Ooh, GT3. That's it. Oh, Porsche Turbo. That's nice. So that's it, we're back at the bottom of the mountain pass. So we've already gone up and then back down, got a proper drive and feel of the IS250. And again, the best way to explain it is it's a fun, sporty luxury car. You do feel a little bit of the limitations on the suspension and the body roll through some tight corners, and a little bit of the weight, but again, that's kind of expected with the type of suspension it has. It's a car that does, you know, both pretty well. It does the sporty side of it, so in terms of the seating position, the way that steering wheel feels, the way that the gears change and feel, and the power delivery is pretty nice too once you get into the power band. So, you know, it does a really great job at that. And I think it's, again, hands down, like I mentioned it, if you're into cars and you want something that's a daily, this is the perfect car for it, just for the fact that it just looks great, right? It still looks really good up to today's standards. The interior is very nice and it's a nice place to be in. The seats are great. You got all the information that you need, not without overdoing it. The rear space is good, the boot space is good, the reliability is good too in a IS250. If you want the bit more power, the 350 would be the car for you, or the ISF, which is the V8 as well, if you want the pure sporty aspect of it. That is going to be it for the Lexus and today's weekend video up in the mountain pass. You guys would have seen there was some really nice and beautiful cars out today too. I think we'll head back home and start working on the 34, which we got to get prepared for the engineering side of it. But yeah, the new daily-ish to the channel. Honestly, not sure the direction that we're going to go, if we're going to sell it or keep it. But yeah, it was just random, spontaneous buy. Thought we'll detail it, make a video on it, give it a review, and yeah, here we are. Did not expect it at all, but that's the fun part about having, you know, about a YouTube channel, being, I guess, a car guy as well. Again, that's it, guys. That's going to be it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next weekend video.